Hello, Samuel P. Massey teachers. Okay, it's that time again, end of the year, and I'll be collecting some of your materials. So, we will start with Smartboards, Interac boards, LCD projectors, and overhead projectors or Elmos, visualizers, whatever. I'm going to give you instructions on what you're going to bring back to me and how we're going to receive them back into inventory. Thank you. So, if you have a smartboard that you have been using in your room, then the following is going to come back to me. You have a set of 4 pens, black, red, green, and blue, and an eraser. Those are going to come back to me. You also have a cord on the smartboard, since it does not use infrared, that you're going to unplug, and that is going to be coiled up and come back to me also. Okay, so here's an Interac board. If you have the Interac board, the following needs to come back to me when you return your materials. So, you should have the pen holder. The pen holder stays on the board, but you do want to take out the pens, and you should receive a little pouch. Those go in the little pouch. You want to unplug the AC from the Interac board.
Please put them in a Ziploc bag.
And the AC, which goes from the back of the board here over to your electrical current, you want to unplug that, and that comes back in the pouch. And if you don't have a pouch, you want to make sure you get a Ziploc bag and put it in there. And you also want to take down the receiver up here, and that also plugs into the board, and that is going to come back in your pouch also. You should have also received a dongle. A dongle looks like a USB or flash drive, and it is what connects from your computer to the receiver up there and allows you to locate and connect to the board. Thank you. Every teacher also received a cart with some type of document camera on it. Now, if you receive the Elmo, like I have right here, there's some things you want to make sure come back with it in addition to the cart and the actual document camera. You want to make sure the little cover comes back with it, which I have right here. You want to make sure your packet of materials comes back. In your packet of materials, we had an instruction manual, and you had an extra cable here, and you also had a little eyepiece in here, which most of us didn't bother to use because we really didn't need to. There also was a cable that came, this black RGB cable that I have here. You're going to make sure you unplug that, coil it up, and put it in a little bag, and that is generally designed to go from the visualizer out to your LCD projector or your computer, so we want to make sure that we bring that back also. Of course, there's also the AC adapter here, which goes from the Elmo to the power source, and that needs to come back. And the remote needs to come back also. Okay, another example of a document camera. This is a CueView Visualizer. Some of you have these. This also came on a cart, so you want to return that with the cart. The AC power adapter, which you see plugged in here, and will be plugged into the wall for electricity, and the RGB cable, which you see here. Some of them also came with audio-video cables, and you should have received a little plastic pouch with your visualizer, so please make sure all that comes back with the cart. Thank you. Now, most of us have a ceiling-mounted projector. However, a few of us have portable projectors like I have here. You may have either a Dell or a Panasonic, I believe are the two models that we have out there. This is my Panasonic that I use in the lab. So if you have a portable projector, you want to make sure the actual projector comes back, of course. It also had a carrying case, so you want to make sure the case comes back. And in the case you usually had a packet of materials, like I have here. There's an instruction manual. There is a remote. There is audio-video cables, also an RGB cable, okay? And I believe that's it, but whatever came in your little case here, you want to make sure it comes back with your portable projector. Okay, here's one of our ceiling-mounted LCD projectors. This one is an HP, I believe. But not to worry, you don't have to get up there and take that off and return that. It should, however, or I should say it may, however, have a remote that you have in your room. If you have the remote, just include that in your pack for your Smartboard materials.